You're waiting to do service this morning, so just going to run through the underside of the vehicle with you on the Audi cam. So this is the driver's side front tyre. As you can see, it's 7.5mm all the way across the tyre, so that tyre is in good stead. Moving on to the passenger side tyre here, the inner is 3mm, centre 2.5, the outer 3mm again. Albeit it's not illegal, it's getting down a little bit. The legal depth on the UK roads today is 6mm over 75% of the tyre. So just to bring your attention to that. Just going to move across underneath. You may be aware of this already, but the rear half of your engine cover is missing at the back here. I've had a visual look at all the suspension and the joints and gaiters on the vehicle, and that all seems to be in good condition on the driver's side. I'm moving on to the passenger side. Something that's a concern to me is this metal brake pipe. Up here it's rubbing on the side of the suspension here, as you can see. So for the side of safety while you're here, I'll be pulling that down and getting that away from the suspension. And I suspect what's happened is where the caliper has been removed for the brake pads, which I will come on to later in the video for you. It's been pulled down against it. The other thing I noticed whilst we're under here, it's not had the new bolts fitted in where the calipers have been removed. These are stretch bolts, so really it's a safety thing to replace them when the caliper comes off. So moving down through the vehicle, exhaust is in good stead. It's all mounted correctly on the vehicle. I can't see any problems with that there. Just going to move on to the rear tyres, and I'll just talk to you about the suspension as well. So the driver's side rear tyre is 4mm, 3.5mm and 4mm. The passenger side tyre is 4mm, 3.5 and 4mm. I'm just going to quickly come across here to the lower suspension mount in here. So you can see this rubber here that carries the road spring on the rear is corroding or cracking, and then corrosion has come inside of it, as you can see there. So I would recommend that is replaced. Just going to pause the video for you, and then I can talk to you a little bit more. So just going to continue the video for you. Now, I noticed you've got new brake pads all the way around on the vehicle. I'm just going to show you this here as well, because what concerns me is the wear on the discs. New brake pads have been fitted on worn discs. So by the time these brake pads reach the end of their life, these discs are going to be in quite a poor condition. So hopefully you can see this here, but the minimum depth on the disc is 20mm, and you can probably see on the vernier here, if I try and get it in, they're actually 19 on the rear. So I've taken the opportunity to show you correctly the measurement on there, so you can obviously see that for your safety side. And moving on to the front discs, it's exactly the same story on the front. They are on their minimum or past their minimum wear. Again, you can see that the brake pad doesn't touch the disc correctly on the fronts, and then you've seen that on the rear as well as I was there. Just moving on quickly to the passenger side front, that's exactly the same. You see the pads aren't touching the disc in the correct way there. So just going to pause the video again, and then I'll be restarting it to talk to you about the noise in the engine. So the noise in your engine that you've asked us to look at on this driver's side bank, I have heard the noise, but further investigation will be needed on that. Check it from cold, take all the covers off and have a look at the drive on the camshaft side to inspect it. So we need to go from there. So do check this Audi cam, let us know if you'd like to attend to anything for you. Thank you very much.